Hey guys, we back again. In today's lesson, we'll be looking at cohesion and coherence. So you can just start by saying coherence and cohesion. Basically, what they all about is the relationship between sentences and paragraphs. Remember last time we talked about the transitional signals. It's basically almost something like that. They are related. It's one and the same thing. Let me say. Okay, I started by explaining what is coherence. Then what I said is that when looking at coherence, coherence we're looking at the flow of your writing. And again, your ideas should be logically organized and appropriately sequenced in a, in the paragraphs, so that at the end they are easy to understand and follow. Their main ways there is that we're looking at the flow of your writing, which is this one, the flow of your writing. And again, the most important thing is that your ideas should be logically organized and appropriately sequenced in a paragraph, so that at the end it is easy for anyone who's gonna read your, let's say, comprehension to understand and follow what you're talking about. I hope you get it. Now, cohesion. Cohesion refers to the linking of words that help you connect ideas and show relationship between paragraphs and sentences. Now, what are the main points here? The main point here is that linking of words in order for them to show, in order to connect what ideas and show relationship between paragraphs and sentences. Now that means some words or some sentences might you might have a sentence that does not make sense, and you ask yourself, but why? But remember when we were talking about transitional signals, um, we were talking about like signals, the ways that you can use to connect sentences, words such as therefore, moreover, but, for example, and stuff. Those are the ways that you need to find when I'm talking about coherence and cohesions. I hope you understand and follow, and you are following again. Cool. We're gonna move forward to one of the activities that we have. Now, what's happening here is that um, these sentences are not chronologically placed. I may say they are mixed up. So what we have to do is to try to put them together for them at the end to make sense. Now we're gonna look at how we can put them together, sentence by sentence. I've also provided um, answers here, because here at the bottom, at the top, they are a little bit, they are mixed up, let me say. Now we're gonna put them together. Now my first answer was that so you've invented the next big something, is revolutionary, is cheap to make, and everyone will want to put it on the market, which is the first sentence that will start. Now, the following one will be number D, which says that, but wait a minute, before you can start the production lines, Oli, you've got to protect it from someone else who thinks your idea will make them a fortune too. Now, you can see that there is a relationship between those two sentences. You have an idea already of what is it talking about. Remember, guys, you have to start with the main idea, and you must have the developing idea and the addition. Then you will come to your conclusion. Now, what's the third answer? That answer is number E. The first thing you need to do before you start dreaming about the millions you can make, you have to protect it by patenting it. Now you can already see that there is chronological order here. These sentences go chronologically. Number our next answer, which is number 4, will be A. The reason to patent your intention is to give the owner the exclusive right to commercially exploit the invention for, for the life of the patent. Now, going forth to the fifth one, which is the last one, it says that when you have finally patented your new masterpiece, you will be the only lucky one that will be able to benefit from it. Now you can hear that here we said firstly, which is answer number E. We said firstly, the third answer, we said firstly. Now after saying firstly, we came the last sentence, which was the conclusion, which is answer number C. It says that finally. Now this word finally shows us that we are concluding. I hope you get how these things work. Moving right along, we also have another activity, similar activity. Now, what does the activity say? We will just try to quickly read it and see what it says. The lack of adequate biosafety capacity in Africa is also widely acknowledged as a major problem, making it easy for foreign technical expertise to be brought in and unduly influence the process. African governments shared some responsibility for bad biosafety laws and for allowing external pressure to influence surveillance process. Nevertheless, Africa has some biosafety expertise and a capacity that should be developed for national and regional biosafety process. Consequently, external influences in the domestic regulatory issue may be met with stiff resistance in the future. Apart from such development, African civil society is also becoming much more involved in the genetically modified debate. Now you can see that this which doesn't make sense. What are they talking about? We don't have an idea of what they are talking about. Now this is the good way of starting it. As I've provided there at the bottom of the answers, this is the best way of starting this sentence. We will start with number C. African governments share some responsibility for bad biosafety law and for allowing external pressure to influence variant process. Number A, which is the second one, we say the lack of adequate biosafety in Africa is also widely acknowledged as a major problem, making it easy for surveillance technical expertise to be brought in and unduly influence the process. The third one, which is number 3, we saying that consequently, external influence in the domestic regulatory issue may be met with stiff resistance in the future. Now already we can see that we know what we are talking about. We started with the main and became the developing and the additional, and also this sentence has the conclusion. Because of time, guys, we will try to move quickly to another sentence. The main point here, guys, of this activity is to be able to connect words. That's the whole idea or motive behind this activity. Number texting is also a little bit mixed up here. We also had to try to connect this sentence in logical order, chronological order for them at the end to make sense. I provided answers here. You will use them, guys, as we move forward. There is another activity which talks about elephants and stuff. Now, this activity, it is also messed up. Now, what we have to do is to try to link this paragraphs and at the end to make sense. Now guys, this is the mixed up part. The whole of these paragraphs are not chronologically following, or they are not going accordingly logically so. Also, this one is a little bit messed up. But now you can go through those paragraphs and read them. Then after reading them, you will try to combine them and see if they make sense. But also what I did is that I also looked at them, giving you putting them in chronological order, and I explained with those head in the headings there, the one with that are bold, the ones with bold. I explained why I say that this is the first paragraph, why I say that this is the second paragraph, why I say that this is the third and final one. Remember guys, what I said is that firstly your paragraph or your sentence must have you have to start with the main, the additional, no the main, the developing, the additional and the conclusion. Guys, this is the end of our session, and I hope you will get and be perfect in cohesion and coherence. I hope you will be able to connect words and paragraphs logically looking at the words. And guys, lastly, the tip that I would like to give you is to always look at the last words of the paragraphs, and again look at the first word that starts in another paragraph. This is how you'll be able to see the logic or how this thing work and how the relationship. You will be able to see the relationship of these paragraphs. For me, guys, I love you, and we will meet again in another session. Bye bye.